What else is on
Have you ever been to Coochie Land?
the?
Young Thug. Man, more YSL news. Thugger, Big Jeff, King Slime has 28 high profile witnesses willing to testify on his behalf. That's good news as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, a lot of people willing to speak up about him, and then amongst them are Lil Wayne,
Whoa,
Bird.
whoa, whoa. These are people who are willing to speak against him.
Oh, what? Whoa! Music executives, rappers, entrepreneurs, city councilmen, and family members among 28 named witnesses who could potentially testify on behalf of Young Thug during trial. We're still working to get a copy of the state's witness list, which includes Lil Wayne, Birdman, Rich Homie Quan,
No, wait.
Bro,
These are two separate things. These are the people that are testifying for Young Thug.
it doesn't say who they are though.
No. But these are the people that were just released just now who are testifying against him.
So it's not Lil Wayne and Birdman. They're testifying against him. They are. You guys, please tell me. That's literally what I was just saying. All right, cool. Lil Wayne, Birdman, Rich Homie. It's not. They were willing to testify against him. That's not what I just said. Anyways, Lil Wayne, Birdman, Rich Homie Quan, YFN Lucci amongst notable witnesses who could testify against Young Thug during the YSL trial. Jury selection begins today. Wow. And the state has a list of over 372 witnesses. So they're all snitches then if they're testifying on behalf of him, or I don't know if they're actually going to. I don't see Lil Wayne doing that. And I understand why he would, because they had a public beef and all that. YFN Lucci, obviously, like allegedly his main op and from like the main squad that's beefing with YSL, Cleveland Street, all that, Cleveland Ave. But I don't know. Rich Homie Quan, who I had heard and made allusions to the fact of his participation with law enforcement or prosecution in the past, and I got railroaded for it. Hopefully he continues to prove me wrong and doesn't testify against his former colleague, Young Thug.
I can't see them getting on the stand and testifying against him.
I really hope not.
They are well aware of how bad that would be.
I mean, they have a list of 372 witnesses.
Yeah.
So they're probably just on the list of who they're trying to.
But I also feel like this is a agenda with the DA again to say these names publicly, put these names out there for, what's that? That's another list?
That was the one that came out yesterday.
And those are
the people who are testifying
for him.
For
on his
him?
behalf.
Yes.
And those are high profile people as well?
Somewhat.
Yeah, Kevin Lyles, you got. Yep, you got Jerika, you got Leor Cohen. I mean, yeah, there's some definite high-powered people.
Yeah, it seems like there's a hidden agenda from the DA to put out Lil Wayne, Birdman, YNFL Lucci. Yeah, exactly right. People that he beats with.
So I wouldn't put too much credence into them actually testifying yet.
I think this is cap. They're not.
They could be having them on the witness list and them actually taking
testifying is
two
right. That's two different
things.
Yeah, I don't believe that for one bit.
But I mean, you could clearly see what angles they're going for, and of course, they're going to call Lucci first and foremost. Like,
and Josh, how does a witness list work? Just because somebody's on a witness list, does that mean that they've actually agreed to do it, or are they on a witness list, meaning that these are people who they ideally want to talk to win this case?
You can go first, Lush.
I believe it means the prosecution is seeking subpoenas for them.
Correct. I feel right. They're seeking these subpoenas. Therefore, if called upon, they would then have to come into court and.
So is calling it a witness list kind of misleading? Shouldn't it be like a potential witness or ideal witnesses?
It is misleading, but that's just the terminology they use for it. Like, and at the end of the day, in order, like, because the judge asks you to submit, like, okay, you're the state. State, submit your witnesses. They submit the list, and then if they can prove, like, if it's necessary to subpoena them to appear. If they have like a just enough reason for that to happen, then they could call upon them and force them to come. If they're not subpoenaed, they don't have to come. And even if they do, like if Wayne gets subpoenaed and he has to go to court, he could just be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And just keep his mouth shut, potentially.
Right. None of these people have cooperated at this
Right.
point. They are just part of the story that the defense or the prosecution is trying to portray. And these are witnesses that will attest to their story. So
It's fucked up because when these stories come out, when these headlines come out, I'm sure instantly people are calling these people snitches or, you know, no different than when, what was it that just happened with Gunna? Somebody else, it just happened with somebody else where they did the same thing and said somebody was on a witness list.
So in XXX murders,
with Drake
got announced.
Uh-huh.
A ton of people. 6ix9ine, I think, was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people. But again, we don't know that this case will even get heard at this point either.
Right.
Right.
And like, you know, if
I'm
it's-
assuming that, yeah, it's a far cry. We'll see how it goes.